into the power and potential and possibility of worldview intelligence as it applies personally, organizationally, culturally, and in our social systems. And so the question is, how do you take your own blinders off to begin to expand your personal story, but also some of the exploratory space between you and other people? Now, we're going to come back to the 6 dimensions of the worldview framework, and I'm going to offer you a question for each of these dimensions that you can apply for yourself, but you can apply equally to try to understand where someone else might be coming from, or what the worldview of your organization or your social system or your community might be. So the first dimension is reality, and this is a question of what is my daily experience? What is it comprised of? And so that has everything to do with where you live, how you travel to work, whether you travel, whether you have family members, if you have kids at home, you don't have kids at home, all of that's part of your daily reality, along with skin color and the nature of your work. And I'll come back to what is your belief system, because your belief system influences a whole lot of how you act on a day-to-day basis. History. What have been my worldview influences? Who has influenced me? What has influenced me? And that can be a whole spectrum of possibility. And then how do I think about the future? Am I anxious about the future? Am I excited about the future? Maybe I'm a little bit of both. Do I want it to be like it was in the past because I know that and it's predictable, or do I imagine it's going to be radically different, and how ready am I for that? What are my core commitments? What are the values that are really important to me? And this guides so much of how we act and how we show up in the world. What's really interesting about our core commitments is you could name off a number of values that are really important to you, but I will tell you, I will offer to you that we all have some wiggle room in our values. And we could be surprised at how much wiggle room we have or we don't have within our values. And it's to be curious about, not to be judging ourselves or judging other people about it. Practices, so what are the practices by which I live my life? And how do I treat other people? And do I treat everybody the same, or do I treat some people different? And what is the basis upon which I decide how I'm going to treat people? And then finally, how do I know what I know? Where does knowledge come from? What sources of knowledge do I trust? So there is a sophisticated simplicity to untangling the complexity that is worldview. And being worldview intelligent offers you an actionable advantage in creating exploratory spaces that create connections and offer ways forward that draws on the strengths of all of the views.